NFL, what innovations that they brought to the table do you think, you know what, I'd love to see the NFL do it? This is how the three-point shot ended up in the NBA. And the shot clock, right? Weren't those both ABA innovations? I know the three-point shot was.
Well, the alley-oop was. The Flint Tropics brought that into the league back in the 70s. Before that, nobody had done it.
That was not a documentary, Gator. That was a movie. That was
no, that happened. The coach actually had a dream when he was knocked unconscious that his mother had given him that gift of showing what the alley-oop was.
Okay. The red,
Ken,
white,
you know what I'm talking about.
Big if true.
The red, white, and blue basketball did not make it, but the three-point shot did. And I believe the shot clock as well came from the ABA to the NBA. Feedback coming in. I love the kickoffs. We rarely see a return in the NFL. They definitely should adopt the new kickoffs. Much more exciting. Khang, I know you can't get past the way it looks. You keep saying it. It's a funny line. It looks like a glitch in Madden. But the end result, the kickoff is almost gone. This brings it back.
Ish.
What do you mean, ish?
It's not the same kickoff. It brings it back ish.
The kicker and the kick returner are the same.
Yeah. Should it just be a one-on-one battle or something?
No, you still have a coverage team and you still have a return team.
Yeah, I think you agree. It's a form of the kickoff. It's not the kickoff.
It's worth it to bring back the kickoff, in my opinion.
I guess it's not in mine. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean, listen, I love the kickoff, the old kickoff. Nowadays, yeah, you're right. No one ever returns it anymore. They got to find a way to bring it back. I just don't think this is the way. That's all. It's fine in the XFL because I just look at the XFL as like this little sideshow for fun. I don't look at it as real football.
Would you rather see the kickoff go away and just start a possession of the 20 or 25-yard line, or would you rather see this innovation, what they've done? And I say that because it feels like the NFL they wouldn't be opposed to moving away from the kickoff altogether just to avoid the injury factor. And everybody's kicking it out of bounds anyway.
If I had to pick the two, I'd rather have this just because you still have the kickoff return. But what about this idea? The kickoff team only has 10 guys. Give the return team a little more of a incentive. Hey, we got one extra guy.
I mean, okay, I don't know, but for a guy who's against the gimmick to then make it gimmickier,
that's not more gimmicky. It's still traditional.
You're subtracting a player from the field.
That's one player.
It's still
Or how about this? You want 11 guys? There's 11. Fine. The kicker can't tackle you though.
Well, they really can't anyway.
Exactly.
But
just eliminate them.
I just can't believe. So, would you really endorse this idea?
Better than the two guys standing in front of each other, staring at each other.
This is the most Ortiz thing Khang has ever done.
This is a very Ortiz.
This is really Ortiz.
That's an Ortiz move.
Everything's the same, except the kicker can't tackle you. That's it.
The XFL is great. Everyone loves all the access.
Jamal Agnew would like it.
Probably all the access.
I know Tom Muehlbach would.
XFL is great. Everyone loves all the access and the rule changes versus the NFL. The NFL needs to take notes. That's from an unnamed texter. The NFL has adopted from the XFL before, so I could see them doing the kickoff and the replay stuff. The camera that moves above the action on the field started in the XFL. That's from Jerry and Novi. Yeah, but that doesn't impact the game at all. It impacts the broadcast, but not the game. About replay, who cares what the ruling on the field is? Look at the replay and get it right, whatever the ruling on the field is. That's from an unnamed texter. Well, you have to remember that there's time that the ruling on the field actually has a better view. The guy throwing the flag or making the call on the field has a better view than the TV cameras can provide. That does happen. I really like the replay reviews, and I like the kickoff. Still keeps the kickoff in play, but probably prevents some bad injuries. That's from Alan Dearborn. Kristen Lapierre says, I'd like the 1 foot in bounds because it helps a wide receiver protect himself better when he goes to the ground. Unnamed texter, I'm with you, Doug. I'd love to hear replay reviews. I want the coaches with mics so we can hear how terrible the Lions coach is. That's from David and Clint Township. Oh, that's funny. It's the 25-second play clock. That's from Mickey in Garden City. XFL, definitely replay. The Lions-Packers game erased any doubt that the NFL has shadiness going on, and this would help reduce that. That's from Adam in Oxford.
I think the 25-second play clock is a little bit of smoke and mirrors. What is it in the NFL? Is it 35? It's 40?
As soon as one play ends, you have 40 seconds.
Yeah, then immediately it starts?
Yep.
In the XFL, at least this was what my observation was. As soon as the play stopped, that play clock didn't start. It took a while before they decided to get it going. So it's almost like, oh, no, it's a 20. Things move quicker.
Yeah.
No, they don't really move quicker. You just start the clock a little bit later, and you have it at 25 seconds.
I think they do move quicker, but I don't think it's 15 seconds quicker than the NFL.
Do all the players, by the way, in the XFL, did I see this right? It looked like all the players have the receivers in their headset so they can hear what the play is?
I don't know.
Did it seem like that, King? Did you watch that at all?
Say that again?
It looked like to me that all the players had the capability in their helmets of hearing what the play is, like called from the coordinator.
I didn't get that impression necessarily, but you think all of them, right?
It
Not
looked
just a
like
few.
I could be dead wrong in that,
Uh-huh.
but that's the way I was. It looked like to me. It almost seemed like that they just heard it because the quarterback would go up and just say like half of what it was, and everybody was like, "Yeah, we got this." Maybe I'm wrong.
Although we have yet to see it, I love the shootout overtime format. I hate ties, and now no one can complain that a coin flip decided a game outcome. Also, great fan atmosphere at MetLife for the Guardians game. Fans were really into their new team. That's from John in Connecticut. You know, it was hard to tell on TV. I tend to think a half full or a third full, a fifth full NFL stadium as opposed to a 90% full MLS stadium where the DC Defenders played.
Right.
I think one of the things that a lot of smaller sports have done, like minor league baseball, and you're seeing it now at the collegiate level of sports like softball and soccer, the right size stadium where it's not too big. I would imagine the atmosphere in MetLife Stadium, it seats, whatever, 80,000, sucked. I would imagine that sucked compared to the smaller stadiums. But
apparently people are texting in that the skill players all have the ability to hear what the play is.
okay.
So I guess receivers.
So basically, it's only the linemen that need to know how to block, right? Because everyone, like the running backs and the receivers,
Yeah.
they already know where they're going. So
They just,
quarterback just goes in and goes, block.
he just tells them where to block.
We're running left.
It's kind of like street football. When you're playing with your friends, all right, you block.
You just occupy that guy over there, okay?
Yeah.
You can't catch anyway, Jeremy. You know this.
Can we just have the play? You know the play. You draw them up in the sand. Like, one guy always goes deep.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
you just send one guy always has to go deep. And,
Yep.
and you go deep.
Then after 5 times, the kid complains because he's like, I keep going deep and you never throw it to me.
I'm tired.
And by the way, by the end of every pickup football game, everyone's going deep every play. It's just at the beginning, you're kind of working your way down the field. You're trying different stuff. By the end, you're just, all right, everyone go deep again. Hands down, the kickoff was cool. That's from Theus. From AJ, the new kickoffs are actually pretty cool. I thought it was gimmicky at first, but I really enjoyed it. From Chris Johnston, mic'd up replay officials. These are times where I have no idea. There are times where I have no idea how they made the call they did. From Nick, 1, 2, 3 extra points gives hope to football squares. Oh, yeah, let's do it because of the squares. A lot of stuff coming up out of the XFL that people like. All right, coming up next hour. Gator, a win projection for the Tigers. Would you take this? And what's going on with Sekou with the Pistons? We'll get to those things at 12:05, but at 12:20, here's some of what Brian Masalam told the morning show, which created quite a stir. That's at 12:20, 97.1 The Ticket.